Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. No matter how big a child is, he cannot deny that he was once carried on the back of a woman. It's not a small something, no, as we are hearing what is going on right now. We are hearing that there is heavy wahala. It's looking as though the Pandora box of wahala has been opened on top of the head of Oletiko. We are hearing allegedly, as it is rumored, as it is speculated, as it is no be me talk calmly, that a man who is alleged to have done court marriage with Oletik to get certificates for which she was supposed to use and get a visa for Canada resurfaces with some kind of BM. Hey, wahala deo, wahala no dey gree finish. This one I say wahala don't wear cover show. Person they deal with one problem now, the person never even reach anywhere with the problem. A new wahala, new one don't come start again. What is the problem right now? They say that before Oletik met with the Ooni of Ife, you know that she was into modeling and doing all of this skincare thing. And she knows how to make clothes. She is a designer and all of that. And so she's been meeting a lot of people. And at a point, she wanted to, migrate to Canada. And now, the visa process has a lot of documentation. Apparently, she was looking at going with a visitor's visa. But you know that, to so many African countries, if a young girl like Oletik would want to go to maybe the US or the UK or, Canada, except you have the kind of pedigree that they have now. Now, the only way you can be sure of getting a visa would be that you work in work in a recognized organization, or maybe you own a business where you have some kind of financial stability, like the business is doing very, very well, and they are very they are aware that you're not trying to run out of maybe the economic situation of your country. You're not trying to run and go and depend on the taxpayers' money in their own country. Now, that is why sometimes when they reject you a visa, I know like the UK people, they will tell you that you might want to apply again when your circumstances changes. Now, when your circumstances changes, they are talking about maybe when your financial circumstances changes, when they know that you have a tie to something really great in your country that will make you to go to theirs and come back, because of course they believe that their own country is far better than your own economically. Now, because of that, women who are desperate to want to go migrate to these countries, they do all sorts of things. Like what is going on right now, for those of you who have been hearing what's going on in the UK, there's this marriage, these people that were giving marriage certificates or something, they're even facing jail term now. Even in Canada, we find out that about 2,700 marriages were fake and all of that. So now, we have gotten a report that while she was still, struggling and hustling and all of that, she did one thing where it wasn't supposed to be real, that she had gotten married to one person, but just for the sake of the certification, so that they can, put all the certifications together to apply for a visa. But while she was doing that thing, she had finished it and all of that, wanted to apply. She got this log shown on her where somebody had introduced her to the Ooni of Ife. And when they brought her to the Ooni of Ife, they said the Ooni of Ife liked her, okay? That was how they started. First of all, being in a relationship. She was in that relationship with Kabiyesi for about 6 years. And throughout that time where Olorinami was in that marriage, she was still in a relationship with Kabiyesi. Over time, she started thinking of marriage and all of that. But when things finally scattered between the Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi, the marriage thing, set in, okay? And now, eventually she got married. And when she got married, of course, the pedigree and everything, right now she doesn't need to do all of those things to go to any of this country. Just saying, I am Jaja, the second wife. Of course, they know Ooni of Ife has a lot of money to cater for his family. They'll give them visas. They go to wherever they want to go to. But the truth is that from what we are hearing, that is, if this information is true, it is looking like she did not, close up that very well. Because for me, I want to think that because what she did is something that a lot of women will do, to just put papers together just to travel out, okay? Young people who are, interested in, improving their social and economic conditions. And so, now, but apparently when she got married, maybe she was carried away and she forgot that there was something left out there. And basically, we do know that when women get married into very big families, whatever it is that you have done before in the past, comes to the present, because people are looking for so many mediums to get money or to run other people over. And so they said this guy now, because she didn't close up on that part, the guy is saying that to go and get that divorce, that the lawyer is charging him, from what we are hearing, that the lawyer is charging him 5.5 million naira, that Oletik has to bring that money so he can go and untie that knot so that he can tie his own real knot. So right now, I think this whole thing is beginning to make sense, okay? Remember when she first got married to the Ooni of Ife, where people were saying she was married to one man in America, she was married to one man in London, she was married to one man in Canada, she was married to one man, she was married, we just kept hearing she was married, she was married, she was married, and people were not forthcoming with where are the pictures, where the marriage and everything. Nobody was coming up with anything reasonable, okay? And so a lot of people believe she was married. Even me, of course, I didn't know what to make out of it. But I told you, I said, these are all speculations and all of that. But it looks like, the puzzle is now adding up, right? What this is all about. So apparently it's that situation where you go and tie this thing and tie that just to get the documentation. But it's like she didn't close up that opening. Like maybe try to cut it off, make sure that guy is free, and maybe probably pay the guy off, knowing what it was all about, that it's not real and all of that. So that was what. So the guy, they said that the guy is Wahala has come, that for him to get this lady out of his name, so that of course he can clear his way to really get married right now, that he needs to pay 5.5. I don't know if they are saying $5,500 dollars or something. They said that is the new Wahala. We don't wear cover shoe on top of Oletik's this thing. So apparently, that Oletik is a big babe now, and it's not people that used to know her those days. Her number is changed and everything. So because the guy has been trying to reach out to her, trying to get her, trying to, communicate and all of that, and the thing is not happening, they say the guy has decided to go and put it out there, and that is the new Wahala, where we wear covered shoe, come wear agbada, and come wear fake face cap. So the Wahala wear pink cover shoe, come wear green agbada, and come wear purple face cap. It's not a small something. That's why I started by saying that. Then I say Wahala don't open Pandora box on top of Oletik health. And then they say because this thing kept going back and forth, they say the thing has reached KBSC. And KBSC is blowing brimstone into Konekpo and everything right now and again. Problem on top of problem. Why didn't Oletik tell him? Now, if this information is true, this is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. And I love you, Dela, right? Happy weekends to you, ma.